Hey guys, it's me once again. And today we are going to be bitching about game prices. Game prices, game prices. Now, in North America, they have gone up exponentially in the past maybe 5 years or so. Especially since 2020 and the pandemic hit. Things have just been crazy with the prices. Like, for example, let's go back to 2009-ish, 2010, when I first started recollecting for games. Things were fairly priced. You had things like Skies of Arcadia going. I was Dreamcast at first, so Dreamcast stuff like Skies of Arcadia, that was like 40-50 bucks. Cyber Troopers Virtual On, Oratorio Tangram, that was like 15 bucks. Like, it was cheap. And I remember I donated a copy to Some Call Me Johnny. If you know the YouTuber, then good for you. I donated the copy to him because I eventually want him to review it someday, but who knows if that'll ever happen, because I want more exposure to that franchise. I just went on eBay and I bought another one, or Amazon bought another one for dirt cheap. And now we fast forward to here, and it went from that to $50 to $70, maybe $80. And I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck happened? Like, did the new entry that came out in Japan and like inspire, or not inspire, like made the demand go up or something? It makes no sense. Let me just fix my camera real quick. There we go. All right. Just want to center myself just a little bit. So yeah, that price is stupid. And then we look at things like what else we got? We got Sonic Adventure 2 that went from like 40-50 bucks to maybe a little bit higher. I can't name that price immediately, but let me just like name off some Saturn games that used to be relatively cheap. So let's see. Croc, Legend of the Gobos, or Gobos, Gobos. You know, that was like 10-15 bucks back when I got it from Soundgarround. That's my local retro store. And yeah, it was, now it's like 50 bucks. 50, 60 bucks. It's like, what the fuck? And it's the worst version. Why would you buy it? And then we have, well, that one never went down in price. So let's talk Albert Odyssey. A really good game on the Saturn, in my opinion. I mean, it's one of those must-get, sort of, if you don't care about, its case or manual. Just find a way to get the disc, or possibly just emulate it. It went from, like, I believe 80-ish, 90-ish dollars back in 2011 or so. That's my estimated year time that I remember looking these up. Went from that to like 400 to 700. It's like, what's going on? More people want the games now. That's what's happening. The demand's going up, so are the prices. That's capitalism. It's a bitch. And then we have Magic Knight Rayearth. That was one of the more expensive games back then. I sold it in 2017 for about $300 and something. I eventually ended up buying the game back just recently. So never should have sold that, because now from $300-ish without the registration card, it went up to $1,000+ without the registration card. If you have it, then it's probably worth $1,500 or $2,000. It's like, what the fuck? So that's another game that went up in price like exponentially. And then Panzer Dragoon Saga, that used to be around $150, $200, and we thought that was a lot back then. We should have grabbed it back then. Now it's over $1,200. It's like, what the fuck? So, and then we have games that were common, or that are more common than most others, like Panzer Dragoon 2 Zwei. Those went from like $40, $80 games. I think the original was like maybe like 50 or 60 bucks at one point, and then the second one was like 100, maybe almost 100. Now it's like 150 for the first one, 200 and something for the second one. It's like, huh? Because more people are figuring. Again, I already said it. More people are figuring out about these franchises, and are like, wow, the Sega Saturn actually has some pretty cool shit. And another one that doesn't make any sense to me, sort of, is like Sonic Jam for the Saturn. I have the North American copy that I got way back in 2011 as a gift. It was apparently, I was told it was somewhere between 40 and $60. I was like, damn, that's a fucking steal. And I thought that was a lot back then. And looking at it now, it's over $400. What happened? What made the price go up so high for just a collection of Sonic games? Just go get the Japanese version at that point. I wouldn't have that if I would not have that version of the game if I didn't already have it from years ago. I would not buy another version. I would not buy it again for the North American copy when the Japanese copy is literally the same thing. People can say the same thing about Panzer Dragoon 1 and 2, but I already had Saga in English, so it's like, let's just complete it. Wow, no matter how long it takes. And then I can't say much for sure about this one, Shine the Holy Ark. That one probably went from like $100-ish back then. Now it's over 250, hitting around 300, and that's, I know there's inflation, but Jesus Christ, guys, come on. And then like the Nights into Dreams controller bundle, that was about 100-ish, 150. Now it's like 300 or so if you're lucky. And I was able to find it for 150. I was like, yes. So yeah, game prices are pretty fucking ridiculous. Like for example, Power Stone. I mentioned this in my I am or will mention it in my gaming preservation video. I don't know if I did, but if I didn't, I have the Power Stone 2 without the manual at the moment, and I'm just waiting for the copies to come back, my copy to come back from Frankie's house when I went down there. Forgot it, left it there like an idiot. And that with the manual is about $240, around there. And you know how much the manual just was? When I found the manual on eBay just recently, I was like, oh, finally, after years of not being able to find it and get a complete copy and preserve it properly, I was like, $80. $80 fucking dollars for a booklet. It's like, Jesus Christ, guys. I mean, then again, Albert Odyssey was $300 less because it didn't have the registration card, so a piece of cardboard / paper apparently increases the value exponentially. Just like Imagine That Rare having the stickers in the back of the manual. This one has them. And I was like, ooh, that's at, like my last copy did not have that. So I was pretty happy about that one. So yeah, game prices now, like, if you see a game that looks interesting or something that just looks very out of the ordinary and it's cheap, go ahead and pick it up. Just go do it. Like yard sales, game conventions. Surprisingly, you can find some decent deals at gaming conventions. I have. So very cool shit. Very cool shit. So yeah, those are my gaming price videos. That's my game prices videos for you all. Let me know what you think of, the prices of games in the comments and how bullcrap they are. Because I assure you agree with me in terms of their prices just being astronomically stupid. Oh yes, I forgot Saturn Bomberman, by the way. That went from like $80 or so to $600 to $800. Yeah, pretty bad. So anyway, gaming prices are bullshit, and yes, that's all I have to say. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Farewell.